Okay, it is now. Let's see if I can open the date and time for purposes. It's now a little bit later. I don't know when I did the first video, but I must have known I was going to do a second one because I called that one scenario one or video one, and here's number two, and I think that'll be it. Because I don't know that much about this stuff. I just started looking at it because somebody gave me a phone call. This is all just for fun. Don't take it too seriously. Um, Here is the scenario I did earlier, which was that these three states were up for grab. And I said, this one, I had that one going to Trump. I think Pennsylvania and Georgia, I think they will go for Trump, but I don't want to introduce too many variables here, but I think this is going to be my limit. Let's just say North Carolina is up for grabs. So Trump's ahead in North Carolina. I think he's got Pennsylvania and Georgia sewn up. So that's what I'm going to use for this scenario. So these three right here are just neck and neck, but slightly ahead for Biden. And this is neck and neck, and it's slightly ahead for Trump. So those are the kind of, this scenario looks at four states as being up for grabs rather than the previous video, which I assumed that would Trump go with go for Trump. I think all of these went for Trump in the last election, but it's anyway. We assume those are up for grabs, and let's just pick one. What does Biden need to do? What do the Democrats need to do to get to 270 in this scenario? Okay, so I'm going to start from the least and move to the most. Uh, so Nevada only has 6 electoral votes, Wisconsin's 10, and then next is North Carolina, and then last is Michigan. So in order for Biden to win, he's got to go that. And see, that doesn't get him the win. So really, one way of looking at this is if he needs all four of these states. If he does them in this order, he needs all four of them. Because we already proved in the last one, going from the least to most. And there, he's got it, and he would still have it even if Trump got this one. Just barely. But I already did that in the first video. So if you go from least to most, um, and he were to get that one and not get Michigan, well, obviously Michigan's going to be, if Trump gets Michigan, this is a scenario that would be really weird to play out. That would be a tie right there. So that's a tie with Nevada, with Biden kind of unexpectedly getting North Carolina, but expectedly getting Nevada and Wisconsin and not getting Michigan. And I say expectedly, these are really close. They're just like 1%. So that's the one scenario for the Democrats, and of course they can win with if they get all three of these, which they are slightly ahead in. Now let's look at it. Let's go back to neutral, and we'll look at what Trump needs to win. Okay, and going from least to most. Okay, so for Trump to win, going from least to most, we start with Nevada, and then we go to Wisconsin. See, now he's already in tie territory, and then he can get North Carolina and lose Michigan and win. Another scenario would be, let's see, get it to neutral. He gets Nevada, Wisconsin, and we'll see what happens if he just gets Michigan. And that's neutral. Yeah, so he could win with Nevada and Michigan. He has a little bit of easier path if he can just win a couple of these states. Um, and if we take away Michigan and make it neutral again, and North Carolina have already done this, yeah, he wins with just Nevada and North Carolina. And of course, if we just take away Nevada, um, and we did North Carolina. See, there's more scenarios in this one, North Carolina and Michigan. I'm sure he would win with that easily. North Carolina and Wisconsin is a win as well. There's a lot of combinations for him, but I guess the weird one would be that tie scenario, which I've already done. So let's see if I can find the tie scenario. I think it. No, that's not even it. What is it? This. Yeah, there's the tie scenario. So Nevada and Wisconsin to Biden, and North Carolina to Biden. And then Trump gets Michigan and we have a tie. Anyway, that's all I got. That's scenario number 2. I think that'll be the last one. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you want to. Have a great day.